Well, a beautiful Wednesday morning in November. I'm now at Long Marsden Airfield, which I guess is Warwickshire, I think. I got here last night in the dark and I dropped my trailer and parked outside because I was almost bang on my 9 hours, and if I took the stand trailer out I don't know where I could have gone and parked because there's a road closure. I mean the chap I'm working for talked me in here last night just to be on the safe side, because there's you come up to an 11-foot bridge which has got an alternative route around, and that takes you under a 15-foot bridge which you get under, but it's all a bit small road and it's a bit like rural Suffolk, I suppose. I expect it was a lovely drive during the day, possibly. So I've got to go back to Stowmarket with this, tip it, reload, and go to Swindon for 9 o'clock tonight. So I didn't put my card in until 8:30 this morning to give me that extra, you know, as much sort of time as I can really. This is like a new village I think they've sort of built here. But this is where I was parked last night, and this little lay-by here, just tractor unit only. So it worked out well really, because that's a Londis shop. Oh, I haven't brushed my teeth yet, blimmin' heck. Well, according to the sat nav, I'm going to be back in Stowmarket at 12:15, and it's 2 o'clock delivery. So I was going to go to Welford and actually have a hot meal and have a shower there, I think. So just got to get on this diversion now. Load of empty paint pots back. She won't trouble the V8. I think that was where I needed to turn for the diversion. Although there's no sign saying it's closed. Perhaps the road's open now. Everyone else is carrying on, so a little bit of historic Stratford-on-Avon. Bought a fresh jar of coffee this morning, but I think I'm going to have to find a better home for it because it's moving about above my head and quite annoying. Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason and plot. Well, it's a Thursday morning. Possibly the first frost of the year. Not sure. Haven't noticed one before. It's now just gone 8 o'clock. So I got down here. Well, next door I tipped a bit gone 1 o'clock yesterday, and I rolled round here, found an empty trailer, joined the queue to load, and joined the queue to load, and there I sat a bit more. Then they changed the load I was going for, so that was even further down the list, but it was Northampton for 8 o'clock, and I sat there and I sat there and I sat there, and they put me on a bay at 5 o'clock, and eventually started loading me about 5:30, 5:45, something like that, and they didn't finish loading till 8 o'clock for an 8 o'clock delivery, so that got abandoned, and I dropped the trailer in there after all that and parked outside. So I just spent best part of 7 hours in there yesterday for nothing. So they said give them a ring this morning at 7, so I gave them a ring. They were working on it. I'll just give them a ring now, and apparently the chap sent me a text, but it's never come through. So I'm now going solo to Norwich, go and pick a trailer up for Howden, which shouldn't be too bad, so I'll be up there sort of this afternoon, and Howden that is. Obviously I'll be in Norwich before then. So not too bad really. So I might as well go straight across up the 1120, up the Sugar Beet route, the treacle track. So I'll turn this off because this has been covered countless times, and see how it goes. So that's Howden tipped. I've just tipped on the left hand side there. I was on the phone on the way into my old mate Carl, so I've just tipped there, and I've just got to run about 10 mile up the road from a reload, which I should be able to get on today, which is back down to Essexshire. I should be able to get a fair old chomp into that tonight. Go and find somewhere to park. Yeah, a load of scaffoldboards. Battles Bridge. Is it Thursday today? Oh, it's Thursday. All right. I thought it was Wednesday. Losing the day. That's right. Then tip Battles Bridge on a Friday morning. Perfect. Not too far away. What was I thinking? It was Wednesday. Going mad. Dear, yeah. Can't believe it's Thursday. Oh, da, da, da. by the time we've tipped Battles Bridge. Yeah. Well, I'm not cursing it just yet. It could be anything from there, couldn't it? Someone's having a good old fire. I suppose it's the 5th of November tonight. So it's bonfire night, isn't it? Strange to think it's 3:30 and it's starting to get dark already. Right, that's me loaded and heading south. Full load of scaff boards. That might make the V8 grunt a little bit, probably not much. So just before it gets dark. So I reckon I'm going to aim for Earl's Cone, where I used to work from, because I reckon I can park up there, and I can do that in about four and a bit hours. I've got 4 hours, 4 and a quarter I think on a 9 or on a 10. So I'm going to start heading that way and make a decision, because if I was to go to Risby, I'm going sort of the wrong way. I want to be going down and across the 120. So I reckon if I have a good run I can get down there. In the meantime I'll come up with a plan B as a backup. See what the evening tide brings. Good morning from Essexshire. Another fresh start. Not quite so bad today though, I don't think. So just a short run down the Battles Bridge and then see what's next. And so the air ambulance flies from here. Looks like it's going to be another lovely day. A friend of mine, Alan McGibney, sent me a link yesterday to episode on YouTube called Trucking in the 80s, including the Rose Cafe. Well, the Rose Cafe's at Chelmsford down the road and it still operates today. That was a good bit of nostalgia, seeing some of the old trucks and the old heaps. So yeah, if you've got a spare 40 minutes, that's worth checking out, I'd say. Might even go to the Rose today, depending on where I'm going for my reload. Support the... Mind you, I suppose it'll be takeaway only now, won't it? I don't know if it's just me, but lockdown doesn't seem to have really kicked in yet. The second time round. I suppose it's not really a lockdown, is it? If you shut the pubs. Certainly what it feels like. I don't think many people are going to take much notice, in all honesty. What a beautiful start to the day. The one thing would make it better if I had a dog to take it for a walk like this. It'd be fantastic. Hopefully if we turn the corner get a lovely lovely shot of the sunrise with any luck. I'll leave the camera rolling just a little bit longer, see what happens. So I just come off the 130. Battles Bridge is to the left. This will be the railway line I'm going over now. And to the left is a 13'6" bridge, which I can't get under. So I've got to go down. And where I'm going is just on the left. Pretty much see it from here. So I've got to go down and then back around and up. Scaffolding company, so I'm assuming they'll be in at about 8 o'clock. And I'm guessing that truck in front is possibly going the same place, which will give me a chance to undo the straps, all that sort of caper. No, he's not. Fair enough. It's a nice little town, Battles Bridge. Nice little antique centre here by the actual bridge, which I presume was the site of a battle at some point. Another thing I really should look into. Sign, I'm not going that way. So that's where all the antiques are. On the right hand side there, but presumably that'll be closed now. There's a load more up in there on the right, I think. I hope it's down here. Right, so mission number 2 of Friday. I ran solo. I ran empty back up to Ipswich. I've just loaded. It's not been too bad actually. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. And I've now got to go. This is where it might get worse. So I've got to go to Crayford in Kent. So down near Dartford. So it's Friday, just before 11 o'clock. So I mean, hopefully the bridge won't be too bad. It's just getting back through that pipe when I'm tipped. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully it'll be a fairly quick tip. I'll get down there fairly quickly. I mean, this place, it's just sort of like behind White House Industrial Estate. It doesn't look right when you come round here, but and at least it's a light load. I can feel it's a load more Chinese crap that I'm sure nobody actually needs. Yeah, this one. So hopefully a few people might have stayed at home. If a lot of people work from home, especially on a Friday, fingers crossed. Well, worst case scenario, I've got till 10 o'clock tonight, and I've got plenty of driving time, so shouldn't be all that bad. And I've got next week off, so really, if I get back a bit late, it's not the end of the world. It'd just be nice. And I can't go to the pub tonight either, so coming back up, I'll then have Cop Dock at Ipswich. That's always busy Friday after, especially in the afternoon. So yeah, I've just been asked to work the whole of January, so that's pretty good. Means I ain't got to worry about the start of next year. I haven't confirmed it yet, but I think I'll be daft to turn it down, really. Guaranteed, isn't it? I'll get January out of the way, and that'll give that B word a chance to settle down and, you know, just see what's going on in the world. Anyway, right, let's get down to Kent, see how we get on. Right, that's Crayford tipped. So much for me thinking I'll be all done and dusted. I've now got to just get back through the tunnel into Purfleet and load bricks. But that is just going back to Risby, where they've got drop trailers, and I'll just have to unstrap it and drop it and then bounce home solo, because that'll be me finished. So hopefully, it's now 10 past 2, so should be finished too late, I hope. Just have to see how quickly the brickworks are normally fairly quick places to load, aren't they? But to get into this estate, there's you can't turn. You'll see in a minute when I get out. I had to go past it down to the roundabout and double back on myself and come up and turn in. Well, at the roundabout there's like a retail park at the bottom, and the car park is absolutely jammed. You know, just this so-called lockdown is just an absolute waste of time. Just come on out, mate. Absolute waste of time. Just no, I don't think anybody's paying any attention. So I don't know whether that bodes into a tighter lockdown again. I hope not. I want to go diving. Yeah, so just across here. you what though, these Scanias, the door pillar is really thick and the mirrors are big, and twice now I've lost a car at a roundabout behind either or. You know, I've looked and there's been nothing, and then just as you're about to enter the roundabout, there's something there. It's amazing what a difference it makes, you know, like compared with like the FH4 and other things. But you know, the safety, the difference between like this and the DAF, you know, I can't reach that camera in the window because there's that, you know, there's that much more of a gap, whereas the DAF I can touch the windscreen, can't in this. Yeah, it's quite a difference. Well, would you credit it? My phone rang. Right, let's be bricks on at Purfleet. So yeah, I got onto like the 282, which is like the Dartford approach, and as I got on there, it was running fine. I was like, oh, you know, and I said to my mate, I don't want to curse it, but it's running at the moment, and I got right down to the bore, and it come to a stop. I was like, ah, you know, they're letting tankers out, and we stopped and we stopped and we stopped. Like, oh no, this ain't good. And then eventually we got going again on the inside lane, and by the look of it, they'd lowered all the barriers both sides, and then on the outside too, one had refused to go up, so we managed to get through at least. But yeah, what a nightmare. But got through, got in and got me load on, and so now it's just a case of heading back to Risby and dropping it and going home. I've just got to get out of here first, which is probably easier said than done. So hopefully I can get up the M11 before it gets too busy. It's now 3:30. Hopefully going to be just ahead of the curve, so to speak. Blooming heck. Oh. Should we get that way for the oh, I'm not going like that. Yeah. The way I come in, and that's the way I'm going to go out. In my side of the road. see he's got the old Vosa wire on that Renault. I just think that's a funny old place to park. Anyone read road signs these days? That Focus is in the wrong lane, that truck's in the wrong lane. The mind boggles.